Happy Monday, fun day. Welcome everyone to the #1 daily Bitcoin pod. In today's show, I'll be sharing the latest Bitcoin technical analysis as we're back in the green. I'll also be breaking down the latest with MicroStrategy acquisition of 2,138 Bitcoin for $209 million. Their yield now reaches 74% thus far this year. We'll also be discussing Hong Kong legislator proposes adding Bitcoin to their national reserves. Game theory in full effect. We'll also be discussing USDT issuer Tether adds an additional 7,629 Bitcoin to their Bitcoin reserve. Like whoa. We'll also be discussing breaking news. The centralized exchange volume hits record high of 462 billion just this month of December. Also, Galaxy Research unveils H1 and Q4 2025 price targets for the Biddy. I'll be sharing these targets of all-time highs, as well as Bitcoin predicted to hit 740,000 by April 2028, according to Dan Morehead of Pantera Capital. I'll be breaking this down for you. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, plus so much more, in today's show. Welcome everyone to the live stream. We're live and in the flesh, live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. We're back in the green. I will be streaming for the next couple of hours, so spread the word and let the folks know. Always greatly appreciated. I'm going to go ahead and pin the stream at the top of the X profile. Yesterday we didn't have that ability because Streamlabs was acting up, so we had to do a solo stream, but today it's working again, so that's good. You're going to notice the stream pinned at the very top of the profile. If you guys can comment, quote, I can repost and shout you out during the live stream. It's always greatly appreciated, and it does help out with hacking the algorithm, as you guys already know. So thank you guys in advance. Thank you, Eric the Red. Start off your week right. Hallelujah. And again, there's only today and tomorrow, and then before you know it, we're in 2025. Sayonara, Year of the Dragon. It was fun while it lasted. We saw Bitcoin rip to the new all-time high of 108.3. And let's hit the gong and send that mofo back to price discovery where it belongs. Price discovery in play, family. Now we're talking. Hat trick ability, says Judson. Been waiting all day. Maybe I need a live Best Bitcoin show. Let's go, JV. Listening from VA. And thanks for the reminder for the theme music. And welcome everyone to the live stream.
Oh my gosh, it's finally almost here. JV is going to talk to us. Crypto news is near. I can't stand waiting. There is no debating it. I waited all day. Maybe I need a life, but Bitcoin is all I can think about day and night. Hurry, JV.
Happy Monday, everyone. Welcome to today's live stream. 11 days away until I'll be in El Salvador. Looking forward to that. So excited. I can't believe it's only 11 days out, and I can't believe we're only 2 days away from 2025. Been dreaming of this time for quite some time, since entering the Biddy like 8 years ago. Nippinator indicator alert. Listening from Chicago. Shout out Judson, Jose, Joe Buddy. At least we don't have to hear the 50 G's. Never again. And you know I got you on the gong. In fact, later I'm going to be sharing like a meditation frequency gong thing that's going to blow your mind. I'll probably do that during the Rumble. So stay tuned. If you're ready to go out of body, I got you, family. Dan Morehead predicts Bitcoin can reach 740,000 by April 2028 with a 15 trillion market cap. Correct. That's going to be our feature story. We will be breaking the latest down from Dan Morehead, family. Shout out Corey. Been waiting all day. The best show. Appreciate it, brother. Nipsey looking straight into the camera. Talk about the indicator. Yeah, he already knows. He sent us the buy signal yesterday at the bottom, and hopefully you guys stack sats accordingly, because look at it now. We're back in the green. You're going to document or go live in El Salvador? I will be streaming the days I can stream. My travel day, impossible. I'll be traveling all day. And the day of the event, it starts at like 7:30 a.m., breakfast at the golf course with Max and Stacy. I'm not going to be streaming the day of the event, because I'll be preoccupied and I'm not going to be streaming my travel day, but I'm planning on doing the show the other 5 days. I'm in El Salvador, so I absolutely will be streaming from El Salvador, 100%. Anyone else dream of the biddy past 100 billion? Send it, Jose. What's the weather in El Salvador this time of year? I'm assuming in the 80s, similar to Puerto Rico. I am ready. Oh, there's the lurker, Mr. Gary Gensler. Go home and get your shine box. You got like another, 21 days until you leave. Just leave early. Do us all a favor. Nipsey's red alert right now. I got Gensler lurking in here. What up? Happy New Year. Let's send it. Shout out Corey. Hi, JV and fam from a wet Scotland. Shout out Mark. Get your shine box, Gary, says Owen Spencer. Tell him. You got to tell them what to do. These Bitcoin streets are looking real good. You getting ready for the retirement, Gensler? Now go get your shine box. Shout out to the crypto surge. And again, everyone reposting the stream. Violetta, greatly appreciate your support. The show is on. Join on in. That's right. Feels good to be back on the X and the Rumble, as yesterday there was technical difficulties with Streamlabs. I could not do the try stream, so we were only on YouTube. So it feels good to be back and everything working how it should be working. But anyways, fam, comment the stream. All the interaction is greatly appreciated. What's the second best, JV? I thought you'd never ask.
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best.
I'm not saying I'm number one. I'm sorry, I lied. I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Amen. There's a crypto asset. It's called Biddy, right? Pump it up, fam. We're going to be back above 100 G's before you know it. Don't listen to the FUD. Fudsters are going to be fudsters at the end of the day. But anyways, if you're new to the channel, important to smash the likes, then go ahead and subscribe. What's wrong with you? Half of you watching are not subscribed to the pod. I can't figure that one out. But anyways, fam, today is pod number 1864. I'm your host, JV. It's Monday, December 30th, 2024. Tomorrow's New Year's Eve. And before you know it, we're going to be into 2025 and 2024. We'll be looking at the rear view. It's been a hell of a year, to say the least. The Bitcoin ETFs went live. Now collectively, MicroStrategy and BlackRock have surpassed something like, what is that? 1 million Bitcoin just between I call it MicroStrategy now, MicroStrategy and BlackRock, which is mind-boggling to say the least. But anyways, we did hit 108.3, which is the current all-time high. That's current price discovery mode. And without further ado, let's kick it off with our market watch as we do each and every day. You should be able to see here on Coin 360, Bitcoin in the green, Ether in the green, BNB in the green, Solana in the green, Cardano in the green. This morning it was like 91, so we are pumping back. We're above 94.4 as the pump continues live and in the flesh. Checking out CoinMarketCap.com. The current crypto market cap sits at $3.3 trillion. The Bitcoin market cap is $1.868 trillion. We got 134 billion worth of volume over the past 24 hours. And currently the Bitcoin dominance is 56.6%, with the Ether dominance back on the rise at 12.4%. And checking out top 100 crypto gainers past 24 hours. Lido Dow, Athena, and Sui leading the pack. Which alts, if any, are you bullish on for the bull? Holla at your boy. And checking out the crypto bubbles, we get a visual perspective on the day. As you can see, everything just flipped green once again, maybe 60-40 green over red. Zooming out on the monthly, 70-30 red over green. Checking out the crypto greed and fear index. We're currently at 65 greed. Yesterday, 73. Last week at 70. Last month at 84. And extreme greed. And checking out the time chain calendar. We have 172,921 blocks until the next halving in 2028. We're currently on block number 877,000. And what's this? The difficulty adjustment, readjusting here. And you can currently exchange one US fiat monopoly dollar for 1,079 sats. So stack them sats or forever hold your peace. And there you have it. Crypto fam. And again, welcome everyone joining to the live stream. MicroStrategy. Not the Freudian slip precisely, Tony. Let's get her over above 100 G's. I'll strike the gong with that. Old school striker as well. It's much louder. Let's go. You know how we do, raising consciousness, one gong strike at a time. 446 biddies for Michael Saylor. Not too shabby. $100 to start 2025 went to the moon. Would it be appropriate to name my kid Bitcoin with a nickname of Biddy? Hey, why not? The beauty of being a parent, you get to choose the name. You know what I mean? Whatever tickles your pickle, as they say. Judson, 6 years with 1/3 of the biddy equals a millionaire. Bitcoin expert today on the tube, 2031. I'm talking with Biden to get Sam out of prison. I know, Gary, and I've been calling that for a long time. I've genuinely believed before Bankman-Fried even hit the prison cell, I said, watch the Biden administration pardon him because they're one and the same, who knows, same bloodline for all we know. Their families are all connected, and connected people look out for one another, including criminals, drug traffickers, anti-money laundering, tax avoidance. So I would not be surprised whatsoever to see Bankman-Fried get pardoned by the Biden administration, considering he was the second largest donor to the Democratic Party, I think next to that one guy everyone hates. Fill me in. I don't know. Soros, that one guy is what I'm thinking. I'm talking to the baddie, the bitty baddies, the baddie biddies. You got to do what you got to do, fam. You should join your buddy SBF in Brooklyn jail. Oh, that's right. They are in Brooklyn. Isn't Diddy in there with them as well? Craziness. It's wild times out there, family.
There's no second best crypto asset. There's a crypto asset. It's called Bitcoin, right?
Yep, them lizards stick together, and that's coming from Gensler's own mouth right there. Nancy Pelosi identifies as a reptilian. Obviously, Gary does as well. If you pay back all the people he scammed and take his place, you can let him go, Gensler. Good to see you, Dankness. Aloha, ladies and gentle beans. Shout out to all the gentle beans. Exactly. But anyways, let's break down the latest technical analysis, a.k.a. astrology for broskies, and then obviously the latest buy acquisition from MicroStrategy, in which we knew they were going to purchase here today because of the tracker they put out the other day, and like clockwork, another massive acquisition. But anyways, first let's look at some of the live charts. You can see via Coinbase, via TradingView, we do have a bull target on the 1 hour in the red sitting at 111,000. We do have a target just under that at 108.5. And then there's some bear scenarios on the 1 hour chart, as you can see on your screen. And zooming out to the 4 hour chart, lots of action here as well. We got the red target also. It's sitting at 111. What a divine number. Send it. You already know. And a green target at 108.5. And then there's some bottom targets we'll ignore. And then zooming out to the 1 day, the daily chart. Lots of targets going on here. We have the rising wedgie. We do have a red target of 112 currently in play on the daily. Zooming out from there, we'll look at the 1 week. And as you can see, staircase to heaven, little corrective candle obviously formed, taking some of that momentum away after entering price discovery. And we just got an itty bitty red candle close last night for Sunday, and that was the final weekly close for the year. But we still have $124,000 cup and handle target in play here for Q1. And zooming out a little further, take a quick look at the 1 month. And as you can see, Moonvember was massive, and we have 1 day left until we get the December close. Do you think we'll go on another rally between then and then? Or do you think we'll just likely sit and float where we're currently at? Holla at your boy and do let me know. And with that being shared, family, what I'm going to do next is actually pull up the latest from MicroStrategy and their latest acquisition. But let me switch the scene for you guys. You should be able to see here on your screen. MicroStrategy buys 2,138 Bitcoin for $209 million. Their yield reaches 74% in 2024. Mind-boggling, right? December 30th, MicroStrategy announced it added 2,138 Bitcoin to its holdings between the 23rd and the 29th. The company said it used $209 million in cash to purchase the coins at an average price of about $97,800 per biddy. And according to the filing, MicroStrategy funded the acquisition by selling 592,000 shares during the same week. MicroStrategy reported that its Bitcoin yield, the performance metric for the crypto investments, reached 74.1% year-to-date as of December 30th. From October 1st to the 29th, the metric stood at 47.8%. Now, Saylor previously said the company would continue buying Bitcoin at any price. The MicroStrategy exec said the company will still buy the asset even if the price hits $1 million per coin, which is a 10x from where we're at. The latest Bitcoin purchase marks the 8th consecutive week the business intelligence firm purchased thy biddy. Since October 31st, MicroStrategy bought Bitcoin weekly, adding 194,000 Bitcoin to its holdings. However, the amount of Bitcoin the company bought had decreased significantly compared to the purchases back in November. During the month, MicroStrategy bought over 100,000 Bitcoin. That's insane for a 1 month acquisition, family. And on December 23rd, its filings with the US SEC said the company wants permission to increase the number of authorized shares for its Class A common stock and preferred stock. This would give them more flexibility to issue additional shares whenever they need. The company seeks to raise the authorized Class A common stock from 330 million shares to 10 billion shares. Damn. And in addition, it also wants to increase the authorized preferred stock from 5 million to more than 1 billion shares. And there you have it. There is the latest acquisition from Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy. And if you don't know, now you know. And again, welcome everyone joining the live stream. We're live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. Already 500 people here tuned in as we're preaching the holy gospel of Satoshi as we do each and every day. I'm going to check the X feed again, fam. I loaded up the Roadcaster with a bunch of new samples. For those that never heard this one, this is a classic from Enter the Dragon with Bruce Lee, where he's talking to the abbot in the opening scene of Enter the Dragon, and he says, "There is no opponent."
What are your thoughts when facing an opponent?
There is no opponent.
And why is that?
Because the word I does not exist.
And rest in peace, Bruce Lee, my biggest role model growing up. In fact, I always took note that he was 5'6", 135 pounds. And I take great pride in being 5'6", 135 pounds, shredded like Mr. Lee. If you feel what I'm saying. I do not hit. It hits all by itself.
So, continue.
A good fight should be like a small play, but played seriously.
Well said, Mr. Lee. And shout out Chandy 10 Music, always an honor. Shout out Freddie, shout out Shortcoin, and shout out Catherine Weaver. Thank you for all the reposts. Much love.
A good martial artist does not become tense, but ready. Not thinking, yet not dreaming. Ready for whatever may come.
Amen. Always be ready.
When the opponent expands, I contract. When it contracts, I expand. And when there is an opportunity, I do not hit. It hits all by itself.
Classic lines right there, man. Man, Enter the Dragon, such a classic. Shout out Bruce Lee. Carlos Fortes, welcome. R.I.P. Mr. Lee, the real Last Dragon. Amen. Please make me a mod. Gary, sorry, you've overstepped your regulatory privileges with the SEC. You will absolutely not be a moderator here. As much as I honor the fact, out of all the podcasts in the world, every single day you're tuned into CNA, but that doesn't mean you're one of us. You know what I mean? In fact, what would Kendrick say?
They not like us.
Exactly. Thank you, Kendrick. Try again, Kato. The Green Hornet, eh? Shout out Greg. And there's more where that came from. I got some classics, samples I'll be playing throughout the stream. Don't know why GSP always reminded me of Bruce Lee. Maybe the way he carried himself or the ability to be like water. Maybe because GSP is respectful, unlike most UFC legends. Yeah, I mean, not all of them are so respectful and kind. Yeah, I mean, Bruce Lee was always respectful because he was a traditional martial artist. All traditional martial artists are respectful, especially if you come from the Shaolin Temple and you're a Buddhist. You feel me? Kendrick, short coins, love. Hey, JV, I'm at home. I'm watching the greatest show on the tube. Love your brother right back at you. Shout out to DNA Noonan. Greatly appreciate it, man. Keep the comments flowing. There's so much to share here. Caffeinated JV in the building. Let's go. But anyways, we broke down the latest acquisition of MicroStrategy. We broke down the latest Q&A. We broke down that I don't hit, it hits all by itself. Mr. Lee quote from the Shaolin Temple. Now we're ready to rock. Next story of the day, family. And again, welcome everyone joining the live. Breaking news out of Hong Kong. Legislator proposes adding Bitcoin to the national reserves. Let's go, Hong Kong, for the win. Hong Kong legislator wants the special administrative region to take advantage of China's one country, two systems policy to include Bitcoin in its national reserve for financial security winning. Now, Wu Zhenghong, member of the Hong Kong Legislative Council, shared that the state-owned newspaper Wenweipo that Hong Kong could study the market impact of the U.S.-based spot Bitcoin ETFs and pointed to the smaller nations such as El Salvador and Bhutan, which have integrated Bitcoin into their strategic reserves, as well as certain U.S. states. He added that the U.S. President Trump's proposal to make the Bitcoin a strategic reserve asset could have a significant impact on traditional markets. In fact, we're going to discuss how that can take the Bitcoin price to $740,000 while Trump is in office. Stick around. That's our feature story of the day. And according to him, Hong Kong's authorities should make good use of the one country, two systems and first try including Bitcoin in the ETFs before further exploring ways to increase Hong Kong's Bitcoin holdings. Now, he also highlighted the potential of the Bitcoin to attract talent and investment while also reinforcing financial stability amid market fluctuations. He emphasized that holding Bitcoin as part of the national reserves can mitigate disruptions caused by broader adoption in traditional markets, offering Hong Kong the first mover's advantage. The report stated that Hong Kong's financial services and the Treasury Bureau will formulate crypto regulations based on the same business, same risks, same rules philosophy. Quoting them here, if major economic powers take the initiative to include Bitcoin in strategic reserves, the value of Bitcoin will be more stable, causing more and more other countries to follow suit and reduce their holdings of traditional assets. This will result in the fall of the price of traditional assets and will shrink the government's fiscal reserves holding traditional assets. And according to the report, China currently holds 190,000 Bitcoin through various confiscation efforts, making its Bitcoin reserve second only to that of the United States of America. And in mid-2024, another Hong Kong Legislative Council member, Johnny NG, announced plans to collaborate with various stakeholders to assess the feasibility and potential benefits of incorporating the BIDI into the Special Administrative Region's financial reserves, as Johnny shared here alongside posting the Trump speech from the Nashville conference. Former U.S. President Trump recently gave a speech at the U.S. Bitcoin Summit, sharing his views on Bitcoin. Bitcoin and Web3 have already gained the attention and development of the countries around the world, and Hong Kong is also actively becoming a hub to promote these technological advances. We call it the Trump pump. He also highlighted the increasing global awareness of the iBitty, making it a crucial element in the discourse of the digital assets and their integration into the traditional financial systems. And if you don't know, now you know, crypto bros. Shout out to BitUnez. When can I send you my Bitcoin song? At any time. And greatly appreciate the super. My direct email is cryptonewsalerts11. That's the number 11 after Crypto News Alerts at gmail.com. So cryptonewsalerts11 at gmail.com. And in the subject title, put Bitcoin song. Just note, I check email twice a month. I'm one of those guys who rarely ever checks email because to me, it's more of a nuisance than something I look forward to. That's where I'm at. So don't expect a response anytime soon, but eventually when I check my email, I'll check out your song. And if I like your song, I'll ask permission to play your song on the stream. And if all goes well, we'll play it and we'll go from there. And thank you for asking and thank you for the super. Smash the likes for the one and only Nibbinator. I'm over here cleaning my garage. We may have to clean Gary out of the CNA if he keeps it up. My husband sold his biddies for XRP. What? But not me. Short coin. Wow. That's wild to hear. 10 body weight squats, everyone. Let's get some blood circulating. That's right. Lightning address for tips. I do have a Lightning. I have, you can use Lightning on Strike and you can use Lightning on Exodus. However, it gives you like a long ass invoice thing that's like an address that thick. So I don't understand how to get a tiny address to make it more feasible to use, but I do have Lightning. But as far as in the description right now, I don't have a Lightning address. I have a regular Bitcoin address, but you can still send Bitcoin to that address as a tip. We accept Bitcoin or Ethereum. So those are the two addresses you'll notice always in every episode in the description of the YouTube channel. Eventually, I'll get a new Lightning address, but I got to figure that shit out because I don't want to use an address that's this long to receive a Lightning payment. You feel me? What a body weight squats opposed to. Wow, crazy. There is no second best. I know that's crazy to hear that. I guess he doesn't listen to the show, apparently, and that's a shame. Yeah, I mean, but they don't know what they don't know. I actually tweeted earlier, personally, I prefer one Bitcoin over 50,000 XRP. Granted, 50,000 XRP today is worth 100,000. I'll take the $95,000 Bitcoin. That's just me. I'm old school. Get a wallet of Satoshi addresses, says Owen Spencer. 50 degrees today. Stay warm there. That's pretty cold, at least for me. I'd have the earmuffs on, of course, and a nice scarf, a bitty scarf. I don't need, I got the bitty. I'm going to give you a little taste of the gong meditation. The 8 different gongs going off at once from a master. It's pretty phenomenal. I listened to it yesterday. I went straight out of body. So if you're driving, stop the car, pull over to the side. I don't want to be responsible. Drive, understanding that you got to focus on the road. And if you can't focus, you got to pull over to the side. But I'm assuming the majority of you are watching at home. So I'm going to give you a small taste of the 8 gong meditation from the gong. I'll leave it at that. I don't want anyone to go out of body when you're not expected. And maybe sometime when we do a pump watch, we can do one of those. It's like a 15-minute meditation with 8 different gongs, and it's phenomenal. I listened to it yesterday. It blew my mind. So, and now I have a sample. So when I'm in El Salvador, we can still hit the gong. So thank you for that, JC. I know, it's pretty phenomenal. Shout out Chandy 10 Music, the one and only. And we're about to recapture 95 G's. Bitcoin back in the green, baby. And welcome everyone joining the live stream. We're live and in the flesh. We're streaming live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. Shout out Sats Badger, Carlos Brentons. The best crypto news pod is on live. Thank you, UNKN76. Just reposted you, brother. And I'm going to make sure I'm following you, and I am. Anyone who supports me, I support you. And I will follow you right back because that's how we roll. I like the idea of the 15-minute of that on the pump watch. It's powerful. Precisely. I hope the bears would sleep during the winter. Abel's already levitating. This is like some Shaolin Temple frequencies. Next level, high level, Tibetan monk style, gong striking. You feel me? What better way to raise the Christ consciousness than with the gong healing chakra meditation? But anyways, that's just a small taste. Stay tuned. Next story of the day, family. Keep the comments flowing. Again, we're streaming live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. We got a lot to share. Big news. Tether USDT also made a massive acquisition, not just MicroStrategy, but USDT issuer Tether adds 7,629 of the biddy to the Bitcoin reserve. That's right, broskies. According to on-chain data, the Tether Reserve wallet received the Bitcoin units worth $705 million. The funds came from its affiliated crypto trading platform Bitfinex after it had remained dormant for 9 months. Currently, Tether Bitcoin reserves hold a total of 82,983 biddies. The firm accumulated this funds for almost $3 billion at an average price of $36,000 per Bitcoin, winning. And per the on-chain data, these Bitcoin holdings are currently worth $7.68 billion. As the on-chain lens points out here, just in, Tether Bitcoin reserves have received 7,629 of the biddy, worth $705 million from Bitfinex after being dormant for 9 months. Currently, the Tether Bitcoin reserves 82,983. Holy moly. Accumulated for almost $3 billion at an average price of $36,000, so they're up almost 3x on their investment. Tether is the dominant stablecoin of the market, which we all know, with a total of $138 billion market cap. Over the past year, the firm has been diversifying its excess capital into the biddy and other assets. Specifically, the firm started to allocate the funds to Bitcoin from as far back as May this year. The firm resolved at the time to invest as much as 15% of its monthly net income into the Bitcoin. And as reported, the stablecoin issuer plans to invest $5 billion into its AI platform in the coming year. The firm also plans to showcase the prototype of its AI platform by the end of Q1 2025, right around the corner. And beyond the Tether Bitcoin transaction update, a major concern for the stablecoin issuer is the FUD, which is currently being battled regarding global operations. As the markets of crypto assets regulation come into full effect today, the concerns regarding its delisting has grown. And I think that's only particularly in the UK, FYI. And amid the growing FUD, the USDT market cap slumped by $2 billion A drop in the bucket. Now pegged at 138 billion, while the stablecoin will only exit decentralized exchanges in the EU. And that's the rumor. That's the FUD. USDT will still be available on decentralized exchanges and peer-to-peer platforms. And addressing the concerns, Tether CEO said the firm's rivals are just desperate to make you believe things that don't exist. Hence, FUD. It's make-believe to shake the trees. As he shares here, a great thread. MICA regulations, how do they apply to the stablecoin, specifically to USDT? Don't believe the FUD. Competitors are just desperate, a.k.a. USDC, which is Circle's company. And as you know, all the great ones, the establishment is against them. And I believe personally that USDT is one of the great ones. They're legit. They're doing everything right. But the establishment is promoting USDC, which is Circle's company, and FUDing USDT. But I mean, what do you expect? And breaking, as you can see, Tether just bought the 7,600 Bitcoin for $705 million. They continue to increase their Bitcoin holdings. Now we're 7.7 billion, aka the whales are loading them up. And there you go, yo. And again, welcome everyone join the live stream. In the Tether land, but not in Portugal. I live near the Chapel Bonga Gong Gong. Shout out to the Rock Mama. Shout out to all the bitty baddies. Since November 4th, the total crypto market cap is up 46% over $1 trillion. Bitcoin dominance down 6% since November 21st. That means hundreds of billions of dollars is moving into the alt space. Does that mean alt season is here, Greg? My wife started that XRP talk when it started going up, and I would get a divorce. Oh my. Oh my. Hail the Bitcoiners. Do you know my style is impregnable?
I'm the best ever. There's no one that can match me. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been.
Shout out Mike Tyson, Iron Mike, the legendary.
They're gonna fear me. You have to be the champion before you become the champion. So that means
amen. You got to become the champion before you become the champion. Bitcoin was king before it became king. Do you understand?
Lifestyle. Have to be in before you become one.
It all starts in here and in here. Alt season is the holding pattern until the biddy starts making some of the decent gains.
You got to be him before you become him. That's how it starts. You look at somebody, I want to be like him.
You think XRP stablecoin is trying to muscle the out? I don't know what that means, muscle the out. Did you see the Michael Saylor interview on Altcoin Daily? No. Which one is it? There's 10 billion of them I'm aware of. Is it brand new one? Recommended? Give me the lowdown. What did Saylor say?
You don't say, hey, I'm a bad motherfucker. I want to fight everybody out here. Nobody's going to kick my ass. You see somebody and say, hey, I might want to do that.
Hey, now. European FUD, USDT causes spontaneous combustion of pets. Oh, my God. Could be true. My goldfish just burst into flames. And global warming is real. Apparently, we all lost our Bitcoin in a global warming incident. Shucks. Should have listened to Greta.
Well, greatness is when you make your delusions your reality.
Whoa, greatness is when you make your illusion your reality, says the former champ. Is it a fake out or what the heck is going on? We're pumping. We're 5 G's shy of 100 G's. Max is calling for 2.2 million this cycle. What are your thoughts on that? I'm going to be sharing a 740,000 target from Pantera Capital. Stick around. JV's bear scenario for the broskies. I should say base case, 420,000. I've been calling for 1.1 million this cycle. I think it can potentially happen in 2025 if Mr. Trump follows through on all his promises, adopting a strategic Bitcoin reserve for the United States Treasury. Alt season is at the very end of the Bitcoin run, where traders try to get the last few pennies out of the bull. Right now, they're riding the Bitcoin pumpy pump. Brand new, excellent, totally changed my mind on the sincerity about the biddy. Tyson be like, wop. JV, mess him up.
Nothing's impossible for somebody who's going to try.
Nothing is impossible for somebody that's willing to try. Facts on facts on facts. JV's price prediction for when Trump leaves office in January of 2029. You mean enters, right? When he enters office and when Gensler gets the hell out of there and goes home and gets his shine box. I saw Mike Tyson knocking out Randy Macho Man Savage yesterday. Oh, snap. Good old throwback. Rest in peace, Macho Man. One of my favorite wrestlers when I was like 5 years old. Used to love the Macho Man. Who said 250 end of the year? Says Dirty. Dirty. But anyways, keep the comments flowing. Let's dive into our next story of the day. We got 700 people here. We're live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. Keep the comments flowing. Always greatly appreciated. Here's the latest with decentralized exchange volumes hitting a record high of $462 billion here in December. That's right. Decentralized exchanges set a record high for December, with the monthly trading volume soaring to $462 billion, according to decentralized finance data platform DeFi Llama. Now, data released December 30th today showed December was the highest ever month for the DEX volumes, continuing the momentum for the November. In November, the DeFi space saw a monthly volume of $374 billion, driven by the anticipation of a more favorable regulatory regime, ultimately meaning the departure of Gary Gensler and the lizard folk. In the United States, following Trump's victory of the U.S. presidential election, Uniswap remained the leading DEX by trading volume, recording $106 billion over the past 30 days, according to the DeFi Llama. PancakeSwap secured second place with $96 billion in monthly volume. Solana's largest DEX, Radium, took third place after the trading platform had a volume of $58 billion in the last 30 days. The uptick aligns with the revenue boost in Solana's decentralized apps during November. And on December 17th, research platform Syndica reported Solana-based dApps recorded a revenue of $365 million in November, largely driven by the memes created on the Solana meme coin launch pad Pump Fun. Now, Aerodrome, or Orca, took fourth and fifth spots, respectively. Aerodrome had a volume of $31 billion, while Orca's volume reached $22 billion. Lifinity, Curve Finance, and Hyperliquid recorded a combined volume of $43 billion. And while the DeFi trading volumes climbed, the meme coin market experienced a sharp correction this month. CoinMarketCap data shows the overall meme coin market cap skyrocketed at the beginning of December before crashing. And on December 9th, meme coins peaked at $137 billion in market cap. However, as of December 23rd, the total market cap for the meme-based tokens dropped by $45 billion to $92 billion. And at this time, the total market cap for memes are sitting at $95 billion, 20% lower than its market cap from December 1st. The early surge in December was likely driven by the increased interest from the US-based trading platforms listing meme coins, such as Pepe hitting the new all-time high. And there you have it, crypto bros. What are your thoughts on some of that? Let me know. Lasercat, welcome. Trump will try to play the stablecoin card only when China loads up massively for the game theory, and then it shall proceed. But don't you know, pump it up.
Pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up.
Speaking of the Trumpster, here's another news sample for you guys. Remember when he spoke at Nashville? Here are the highlights. Enjoy.
This afternoon, I'm laying out my plan to ensure that the United States will be the crypto capital of the planet and the Bitcoin superpower of the world. And we'll get it.
The Bitcoin superpower of the world. You better live up to the hype, Trumpster. Fair warning. A lot of bullishness expressed in this speech. Let's continue.
Done. If crypto is going to define the future, I want to be mined, minted, and made in the USA. It's going.
That's right. Trump says he wants to make the United States of America the Bitcoin mining hub of the world. Let's go.
To be. It's not going to be made anywhere else. And if Bitcoin is going to the moon, as we say, it's going
to the moon, says our POTUS.
To the moon. I want America to be the nation that leads the way. And that's what's
powerful words. Again, these are some of the highlights from the Trump speech at the Nashville conference in which Chandy attended.
It's going to happen. I pledge to the Bitcoin community.
He pledged to all of us, a part of the Bitcoin community, the Bitcoin CNA Cafe. He pledged to us all these things.
That the day I take the oath of office, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's anti-crypto crusade will be over.
The war on crypto, finito.
It will end. It'll be done. It'll be done.
Wait for the best part. Wait.
On day one, I will fire Gary Gensler and appoint a new SEC.
Hey now, that got like a standing ovation at the event. Firing Gary Gensler, I think, blew everyone's mind. Long overdue. We're all looking forward to that. But Gensler already announced his resignation to save face the same day Trump takes office. And he also pledged to free Ross Ulbricht on day one. Those are some of the highlights. Stockpile the Bitcoin, of course, as well for the United States Treasury. So now we just got to hold Trump accountable if he actually does everything he proposed. And there's a whole nother conversation about making Bitcoin tax-free as far as capital gains. That would be massive as well, Miles. You know what I mean? Beware of the Chinese New Year, the 29th of January before the sell-off may occur, says Lasercat. Trump's son's speech was, Eric Trump, of course, the recent speech from the UAE. He said Bitcoin will hit 800,000 this cycle. Excellent, right? In alignment with today's feature story target we're going to be covering here shortly. Again, welcome everyone joining the live stream. A lot of bullishness in the market. Bitcoin's back in the green. Elizabeth Warren must be having a personal crisis. Damn straight. 1/20th, Trump needs to be sworn in soon. Amen. My plans to move to Argentina or El Salvador has been canceled because of the good voters for Trump. 250 to 550 Bitcoin in November. I'll strike the gong to that, Serge. Here you go. Don George says Trump is a man of his words. Well, then we're set. 1.1 million in play. Trump sticks to his word. 2.2 million in play. So let's all pray that he does for our sake. But anyways, next story of the day, family. Let's discuss the 185,000 target, according to this analyst. Then we'll discuss a 740,000 target with the United States establishing a strategic Bitcoin reserve with Trump as our POTUS. Obviously, this is coming from Dan Morehead from Pantera Capital. But first, let's break down this target and welcome everyone joining the live stream. Galaxy Research unveils H1 and Q4 2025 price targets for the Bitty. Sees Ethereum hitting new highs next year. That's right. In a new thread on X, Galaxy Research's Alex Thorne says he sees Bitcoin surging by nearly 100% from the current levels before 2025 expires amid the increasing adoption of the largest digital asset by the market cap. Quoting him here, Bitcoin will cross 150 Gs in H1 and test or best 185 in Q4 2025. A combination of the institutional, corporate, and nation-state adoption will propel the Bitty to new heights in 2025. And throughout its existence, Bitcoin has appreciated faster than all the other asset classes. Faster than Bone Thugs and Harmony, particularly in the S&P 500 in gold. And that trend will continue in 2025. Bitcoin will also reach 20% of the gold market cap. And right now, the gold market cap, I think it's like 17 trillion. Bitcoin market cap, just shy of 2 trillion. And it lays it out here, the compounded annual growth rate of the Bitcoin versus the gold and the S&P. Numbers don't lie. Check the scoreboard. Thorne also believed that the Bitcoin ETPs, which are the exchange-traded products, will witness tens of billions of dollars of inflows next year. Quoting him here, the U.S. spot Bitcoin ETPs will collectively cross 250 billion, which is $250 billion in assets under management next year, 2025. And in 2024, the Bitcoin ETPs collectively took in more than 36 billion of net inflows, making them the best ETP launch as a cohort in history. Many of the world's major hedge funds bought Bitcoin through the ETPs, including Millennium, Tudor, and T.E. Shaw, while the state of Wisconsin Investment Board bought a position, according to the 13F filings. And after just 1 year, the Bitcoin ETPs are only 19% away, which is 24 billion from flipping the assets under management of all the U.S. physical gold ETPs. Data from analytics from CoinGlass shows the Bitcoin ETFs collectively have nearly 110 billion in assets under management. Ain't no joke. Collectively now, just BlackRock and MicroStrategy now hold roughly 1 million BTC. Crazy, right? And looking at the Ethereum ETF, Thorne predicts that the leading layer 1 protocol will see a fresh all-time high next year. Quoting him here, Ether will trade above 5,500 in 2025. Let me know if you agree or disagree. A relaxation of the regulatory headwinds for the DeFi and the staking will propel Ether to a new all-time high in 2025. New partnerships between DeFi and TradFi, perhaps conducted inside the new regulatory sandbox environments, will finally allow traditional capital markets to experiment with public blockchains in earnest, with Ethereum and its ecosystem seeing the lion's share of the use. Corporations will increasingly experiment with their layer 2 networks, mostly based on Ethereum tech. Some gains utilizing public blockchains will find the product market fit, and the NFT trading volumes will meaningfully rebound. So there you go. Yeah, let me know if you agree, disagree with some of those predictions, family. And do you think the NFT market will rebound like what we saw in 2021 when it was all NFTs? Bored Ape Yacht Club monkeys being sold for millions of dollars by all the influencers flexing on us? Let me know. 5,500, we so ready, says Miles. Other states will probably follow the state of Wisconsin pension fund. They bought 120 million of the biddy about 6 months ago. That's right. Let's not forget Florida adoption of the biddy. Whether Trump adopts the Bitcoin at the nation level or the states adopt it from the state level first, game theory is in full effect. We call that the global hash war, which Max Kaiser coined a long time ago. And speaking of Max Kaiser, can't wait to meet you, brother. 11 days out until the big event. So looking forward to that. I had HBAR sold and then rebought a big amount a week or two before it went from 5 cents to 30 cents to 50 cents. Is about where it's headed. Maybe it's only a true alt season, according to Adam. The other states will probably follow the state of Wisconsin. I think you're right. I think many states are going to adopt the biddy regardless if Trump does the thing he promises he's going to do. And isn't it still up to the Senate to pass the bill before Trump can put the sexy signature on the strategic reserve bill for the United States of America? Let me know. And do you think he'll do it as soon as he hits office, or will be some rhetoric? Let me know your thoughts, family. I'll read your comments out loud and welcome everyone to the live stream. We're still live on X, Rumble, and YouTube, and I will be streaming over the course of at least the next hour and 20 minutes, so holla. Why Litecoin's rising and dropping? Because that's what crypto does. It goes up, it goes down, and it creates opportunity called volatility. Volatility equals a life force. You feel me? You got to get right with Satoshi.
Don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up.
Don't you know pumping it up? You got to be pumping it up.
Pump, 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 pump it up.
Hey now, pumping it up, live and in the flesh. But anyways, fam, keep the comments flowing. We're about to dive into our feature story of the day, discussing the United States of America adopting a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Nipinators coming back to join us for our featured story. All hail the Nip. Show him some love. He appreciates the appreciation. Top dog in the building. HBAR just bought me a new car, and Pudgy Penguins is buying me a new PC. I encourage you to just stack your hodlins and let them grow exponentially in the biddy. Material gains, are just material gains at the end of the day. But you got to do what's necessary, completely understand at the same time. Shout out to the Nipinator for holding it down. What up, Nipinator? Are we going to get the next Nipinator indicator? What are your thoughts? We were chasing cats earlier. Nipinator also chases the reptiles, the Genslers, the Warrens, the Bidens, the Clintons, the Bushes, all the evil mofos, the Soros, anyone not to be trusted, the Gates, the Faucis. He's chasing them. He deserves a raise. He works for free. He does this to serve the American people, unlike Gary Gensler, who created a war against crypto. That's Biden's war on crypto. The Senator Warren, war on crypto. The Janet Yellen, war on crypto. The J Powell, war on crypto. No more war. That's not what we're here for. What does war accomplish? Absolutely nothing. It's hunting season. Time to end the war. It's time for the biddy to soar. You already know the biddy would soar to hundreds of thousands of dollars if we didn't have the stupid Biden war on crypto already for the past 4 years. When we hit 69 back in 2021, I dare say we would have hit 100,000 3-4 years ago. But there was a damn war on crypto. Overreach from the SEC, abusing their power against the American people. Nipinator doesn't stand for that. Nipinator's working for the people. He got more done day one in office as your chairman of the SEC than Gary achieved in 4 years, setting us back 10 years. And that's it. Period. That's my Nip rant for the day. You feel me? Show me thy biddies. First you get the biddies, then you run the cities. That's just the way the world works. Smash the likes, family. Keep the comments flowing. Let's dive into our video story of the day. I just need one more sip of the agua. You feel me?
Pump, 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 pump it up.
Let me tell you something. But anyways, fam, now for our feature story of the day. Bitcoin predicted to hit 740,000 per coin while Trump is in office. or around that time he leaves. Theoretically, he would leave January of 2028, and this prediction is by April 2028, but close enough. And this is according to Dan Morehead, Pantera Capital. So let's discuss the United States adopting a strategic Bitcoin reserve, because that's what it's all about, and that's what's on everyone's mind right now. Some very bullish predictions to share with you. And this other headline here, Trump confirms the Bitcoin reserve plans with a 15 trillion price boom predicted. And currently the gold market cap is roughly 17 trillion. So what happens when Bitcoin overtakes that of gold? Pretty little bitty going up. That's right. Dan Morehead, probably the coolest name for any broski to ever have granted on this planet, but I digress. The CEO of Pantera Capital made the bold forecast about the Bitcoin future growth trajectory. By April 2028, he sees Bitcoin rising to 740 G's, baby, and attaining a market cap of 15 trillion. And since Pantera's first investment in 2013, Bitcoin has averaged an 88% annual growth rate. Hence, this estimate fits historical facts. Morehead's confidence derives from his conviction that at barely 5%, the Bitcoin presence in the world financial markets reflect a fraction of its actual potential. Preach. Now, Morehead, yes, please, supports his forecast by stressing Bitcoin's relatively minor presence in the global financial system, valued at about 500 trillion. That's a half a quadrillion, family. This disparity highlights a lot of the space for development, especially since the institutional investors and FOMO like a mofo see Bitcoin as a reasonable asset class, plus so much more. Regulatory developments are also very important, since shifting the frameworks are supposed to turn the past challenges into the drivers for the more general acceptance. Morehead contends that the value of the Bitcoin might expand drastically when governments and financial institutions adopt blockchain tech. But you already know. Now, on track record, check this out. Pantera gives the view more weight. They launched their fund back in 2013. The firm's Bitcoin fund has shown lifetime gains of a mere 131,000%, therefore supporting Morehead's claim that the crypto sector is set for the explosive expansion. Ain't seen none yet. It's going up forever, Laura. Looking ahead, the strategic importance of the Bitcoin also determined its fate outside personal investing. As reported, Bitcoin is the main asset for national reserves and economic leadership, since it's compared to the digital real estate, particularly for the U.S., which runs the danger of losing its worldwide edge should it neglect the biddy as the pillar of its digital asset strategy. All eyes on Trump, the new POTUS, taking office Jan 20th, as his team has already confirmed the Bitcoin strategic reserve plans. In fact, Eric Trump, one of his sons, was just speaking over at the UAE, at the United Arab Emirates, doubling down on what they're likely to do. So you already know. What are your thoughts? Do you think Trump will follow through with some of his promises? Do let me know. I'm going to play and remind you what some of those promises were right now as I sampled the audio from his recent speech in Nashville. Here's Trump on Bitcoin.
This afternoon, I'm laying out my plan to ensure that the United States will be the crypto capital of the planet. And
clearly, the crypto or Bitcoin capital of the planet right now is Bitcoin country, El Salvador. Do you think Trump will follow through with his plan and make Bitcoin literally the Bitcoin or crypto capital of the planet? Let me know. That's the first promise.
The Bitcoin superpower of the world.
He specifically says Bitcoin superpower of the world. They have the potential to do it, but the question is, will they actually do it? Let me know.
We'll get it done.
He says we'll get it done.
If crypto is going to define the future, I want to be mined, minted, and made in the USA.
If Bitcoin crypto is going to be the future, we need Bitcoin mined and minted in the USA. We need to make the United States of America the Bitcoin mining capital of the world. If he follows through with that, let's go.
It's going to be. It's not going to be made anywhere else.
We don't want it made in China. Granted, everything else in the world is made in China, Indonesia, or India. Just look at the tags and the labels of what you buy.
Bitcoin is going to the moon, as we say.
Where no man has gone before. The moon. You hear that?
Going to the moon. I want America to be the nation that leads the way. And
we're going to lead the way, family.
That's what's going to happen. I pledge to the Bitcoin community.
He pledges to all of the CNA fam at the Bitcoin Cafe holding it down.
that the day I take the oath of office, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's anti-crypto crusade will be over. It will end. It'll
Finito to the war on crypto. You're out of here, Gensler. Now go home and get your shine box. You too, Warren.
be done. It'll be done.
What a play on names. Warren. And there's a war on crypto. Coincidence? I think not, evildoers.
On day one, I will fire Gary Gensler and appoint a new SEC.
Gensler, if you're watching the stream right now, you're fired. Now go home and get your shine box.
Chairman.
So yeah, let me know your thoughts. Do you think America will actually follow through with the plans of the POTUS? Holla, and I'll read your comments out loud. Welcome everyone to the Q&A segment of the live stream. Let's make America healthy again. Amen. Thanks for the reminder, Streamlabs. Make sure you subscribe. #1 Bitcoin music channel, Chandy 10 Music, hands down. It's 740 on April the 1st. It's a great day, other than him asking if we have heard of Azable. So far, the announcements helped all the Dino coins. Dino coins. Gensler didn't even have to use his toupee. I have to say it was a good day. You feel me? But here's what we're going to do. We got 832 people here live and in the flesh, 320 of you on the tube. Right now we're live on X, Rumble, and YouTube. We're about to flip it to the uncensored extended version of the pod. So if you're on YouTube, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get out of here. Head on over to the Rumble. The direct Rumble link is rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net, and we're going to continue with the uncensored extended version of the pod for the next hour, which is my favorite part of the daily show. So head on over to the Rumble, rumble.cryptonewsalerts.net. If you're on X, you're golden. But if you're on YouTube, head on over to the Rumble. See you soon. Deuces. The YouTube should be ending any moment.